British trade negotiations obviously have been talked about. Prime Minister Johnson reportedly adding a revision to the Brexit bill that would rule out extending the transition period beyond December 2020, raising the risk of a no-deal Brexit, sending the pound down, the British pound. Great Britain expected to leave the European Union by January 31st of 2020. Is that the next priority, or is it the EU in terms of the next big trade deal?
It's funny, the president tells me what my priorities are. I don't tell him, and he has a lot of priorities. So for sure, the UK is a priority. As soon as they get their objectives agreed to, we'll start talking. It'll take a while before it all comes into effect because of their circumstance. It'll be a really big deal, and we're looking forward to that negotiation. We have issues with the WTO. We have issues with Europe, as you suggest. And then there are a lot of other countries with whom we're talking. So there's a lot on the plate. As you know, this is something the president cares about. He thinks about it every day. He wants manufacturing jobs back here. He wants services workers to make more money. He wants farmers to reverse this trend in income. So there's a lot to do, and he's very focused on it. And trust me, I don't go a day without him, keeping the pressure on.
I'm sure. But there is a lot at stake, certainly with Europe, in terms of tariffs potentially increasing on cars, vehicles coming out of Europe. Talk to us about the chicken tax. The president calls himself a tariff man, and yet a lot of worry around what he may do with regard to Europe. Where are the worries there?
Well, I mean, Now, look, the WTO decided in favor of the United States after many years of litigation on this Boeing Airbus case. And we put in place tariffs on $7.5 billion worth of products. We're looking at that. We may increase that. Our objective is to get some kind of a negotiated solution. But we have a very unbalanced relationship with Europe. It's about 150, maybe even this year, $180 billion in the negative. That can't continue. There are a lot of barriers to trade there, and there are a lot of other problems that we have to address. So dealing with Europe is something that's very important. The president has focused on. We began to take steps. We've put tariffs in place on a variety of products, and we're going to continue to focus on that. It's something the president cares about. You can't get the global trade deficit down without getting the trade deficit down with Europe, so at least significantly. So that's a really important focus for us.